Hey everybody, welcome back. I am your coach Kingmaker, and today we have Red Naz on Olaf against Kha'Zix in Gold Plat Elo. Here are statistics, courtesy of counterstats.net. This looks like it's going to be a pretty tall task for our friend Olaf. So we start off red, then we see the shenanigans in our blue side, so we decide to capitalize on that and go to Kha'Zix blue because he will be delayed. This is a great call. A beautiful change they made to Olaf is you no longer have to aim his first ability. Used to be you had to aim it or it would throw for max distance. Now it stops on the other side of the monster. With Kha'Zix starting red, he is taking a strange path. He should have went from red to raptors to blue, but he stopped at wolves, so he has no idea his buff is missing, and now he's falling behind to a double scuttle. Olaf has two modes, power farm or gank. I personally like the idea of power farming, and since we are super far ahead of Kha'Zix, I'd like to see us invade his jungle as much as possible. So we don't ping our teammates that we're coming in so they don't know that we're looking to make a play. I also hate ganking bottom lane because the more players or variables you add to the equation, the more likely it is to go wrong. So Kha'Zix is either not paying attention or he's arguing with his teammates and gets caught. That means we play in his jungle even more. We always have our ultimate to get out of danger. So we sweep for vision over Rift Herald, which is great. Kha'Zix will be at his starting point, which is red. That means we should prioritize taking his blue buff again. We want to take every resource away that we can. So we have no choice but to trade for Herald here. I think this is fine because I value the first turret gold more than I do the Ocean Dragon. With a Herald, you want to start it from the front. This way it charges the open air so you don't have to worry about trying to fight to get to the eye that is against the wall. So we are actually up in gold and we're back on the map with Herald and pressure. So I really want to see you get aggressive in the enemy jungle. We know where Kha'Zix started, that he started the opposite side of us, so we will know where he is at currently, which is the opposite side of the map. A lot of times people don't think about proactively tracking the enemy jungler, but every time you think you know where they are, you should just go ahead and ping a warning to your team. This way they stay on alert. It looks like you hesitate here, and that ends up costing us this kill. I think if we flank from the bottom, he flashes the wall anyway, so there isn't a good way to reach him without the flash. However, this is a successful gank because we got the flash. Normally, I tell people to hold on to Rift Herald until the dragon spawn, but with the state of our bot lane tower, it was imperative that we use this and get the first turret gold since ours is almost dead. We are never going to catch or kill Garen. He is too fast and too tanky. Prioritize the neutral objectives in the enemy jungle. Garen pretty much says that I am a liar, because instead of backing off knowing that you're bottom side without a turret, he decides to overextend, getting caught, and instead of continuing to run, he engages, allowing you guys to kill him. Nice, we get a kill onto Cannon, and at this point we should shove this wave to tower and take the enemy jungle on the way out. This is where I think we're on the wrong side of the map. The first Rift Herald is great due to the ability to obtain the first turret gold. The second Rift Herald is significantly less valuable than the dragon. So the enemy team hands your team dragon, then they decide to initiate a fight split apart, which isn't a good idea 5 versus 4. In this clip, you're just running around wasting a lot of time. If you can't make a decision on what to do, just go back to base and purchase your items. This allows you a small break to look at the map state and decide what you want to do. My call is to go back to farming and start with a bottom side scuttle. Ping to retreat. Ping, ping, ping. There's nothing you guys can do here. You're overextended. You get caught out. You should not have been here in the first place. Go back to base. Let's pause and take a look at the map state. Garen has abandoned bot lane where Darius had a large lead. 3 are mid and we cannot siege into Seraphine, so I would take Rift Herald bot lane and try to break his T2 tower and push for an inhibitor tower. This will force the team to respond to you, allowing Jhin to break T1 turret, making Dragon an easier objective. The same reason I said we can't siege into Seraphine is the same reason we can't teamfight in a narrow corridor, because she's able to hit all of us with her charm, turning this fight onto its head. We don't win this through teamfights, we win this through macro rotations. You need to give this tower up or else you're gonna die too. This was not worth it. That tower was dead regardless whether you were there or not, therefore you should not have been there. What you should have done is backed off and tried to defend the T2 turret had they kept pushing. We didn't do anything with the Rift Herald, so it ends up going to waste in topside. I would have liked to seen it use bottom lane to draw pressure or even take the inhibitor tower. Instead of flashing onto the enemy team, you should have stayed on dragon. What was the plan? Zone the enemy team while your team didn't have smite for the dragon? I truly do not know. At this point, if I'm the enemy team, we're going Baron, and I'm going to end this game. So we as Olaf had a strong early lead that we wasted. We did not pressure the enemy jungle enough, and we made some questionable decisions as far as running around in our indecisiveness. However, I think your mental boomed at that top lane fight where your team tunnel vision onto the enemy team getting wiped out, and then we saw that repeated into the Seraphine in the narrow corridor. What I want to see from you is you utilizing your early lead and pressure as Olaf and choking out the enemy jungler. You started strong but fell off. I really hope this helps you because I think you're a really good player.